What is a quote you think will haunt you for the rest of your life? I was in the hospital, waiting for the results of my wife's surgery. The doctor came out and said, "I'm sorry, we lost her." I was devastated. I couldn't believe it. I went home and cried for hours. The next day, I went to the hospital to see her body. I walked into the room and saw her lying there. I broke down. I couldn't handle it. I ran out of the room and collapsed in the hallway. A nurse came over and helped me up. She took me to a room where I could calm down. After a while, I went back to see her. I sat by her side and held her hand. I talked to her for hours. I told her how much I loved her and how much I was going to miss her. I stayed there all night. The next morning, I went home. I was a mess. I couldn't eat or sleep. I just sat in my room and cried. A few days later, I got a call from the hospital. They said they needed me to come in. I went there and the doctor told me there had been a mistake. They had mixed up the patients and my wife was actually alive. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. I went to see her and she was sitting up in bed smiling at me. I ran over to her and hugged her. I was so relieved. I will never forget the words, "I'm sorry we lost her."